Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Whitney Delaney. I'm the Associate Director of Marketing for the Harvard Summer School. So you know, we will be recording the webinar and we'll send the recording out to everybody registered. With that, let's get started with a message from the Dean of the Harvard Summer School, Sandra Nadeff.
Hello, I'm Sandra Nadeff. I'm the Dean of the Harvard Summer School and I teach in the Department of Comparative Literature here at Harvard. And I'm so pleased to be able to welcome you here tonight to learn more about Harvard Summer School's college programs for high school students. We like to say that these programs are a chance to experience college before you actually go off to college. You'll be enrolled in rigorous Harvard courses taught by members of the Harvard faculty, as well as by distinguished scholars and teachers from outside of Harvard. And you will have the opportunity to take courses from a broad range of academic disciplines, many of which are not included in a typical high school curriculum. We admit students whom we know are ready for the adventure of college academics, and our faculty have told us more than once how much they enjoyed teaching our high school students. You bring a special kind of energy and engagement to the classroom. Your summer here will be academically challenging for sure, but Harvard is more than just what happens inside the classroom. Get to know your classmates, your roommates if you are living on campus. Take advantage of the abundant extra and co-curricular activities we offer. Visit the museums on campus, hang out in the stacks of Widener Library, have the full Harvard experience. I promise you it will be worth it, and it will be a summer to remember.
So for tonight's agenda, we're gonna go over program overviews, talk about courses and advising, talk about a little bit beyond academics and building a community here at Harvard Summer School and preparing for the application for our programs. We're going to do Q&A after each section with the questions you've submitted. We have limited time, so aren't able to take additional Q&A, but contact info is on the last slide and our website is there as well. So if you have additional questions after the webinar, please reach out to us, go on our website, read more, and you should be able to find what you're looking for there. So we'll also have some Harvard themed polls and trivia throughout. Hopefully that will be fun to learn some new things and test your knowledge. We're going to start with our first poll. Where in the world are you joining us from today? We have kind of the United States from in different regions and international. So if you could answer the poll and we'll learn where everybody's joining us from today.
You want to go straight to tennis?
Yeah.
All right, we'll close the poll and see the results. Okay, a lot of people in the Northeast, no surprise there. Looks like every region almost. We've got some people in Europe, South America, Central America, Caribbean. Awesome. Very cool to see. So next up, we're gonna learn a little bit before we get started about our programs, courses, and activities. I'm gonna introduce you to a couple of people who know about our programs pretty well, our program directors. So Mr. Bill Hollinger is the director of the 7-week secondary school program, and Dr. Jacqueline Newcomb is the director of the 2-week college program, pre-college program. They will each speak about their respective programs, and furthermore, they will provide tips to consider as you prepare your application for either of their programs. I'm also delighted that we have Samantha Gordon, Assistant Director for the Pre-College Program, and Emma Corbett, Coordinator for our high school programs. Ms. Corbett will be moderating our Q&A, so she'll be super helpful there. She's gone through all your questions and will review the most commonly asked after each section. Lastly, Gina Neugebauer, Assistant Director for SSP, won't be joining us tonight, but she's an incredible resource for both our prospective and admitted students leading up to the summer. So having a face with a name will just make it easier to reach out if you have any questions at any stage during the process. First up, is an overview of the two programs that we have, our secondary school program and pre-college program. Mr. Hollinger, would you please tell us more about the 7-week 4-credit secondary school program?
Yes, and thank you, Ms. Delaney. So I'm Bill Hollinger, director of the 7-week secondary school program. And we here are very excited to be planning to bring high school students to Harvard for summer study for our 57th summer. And yes, we absolutely are planning to have students and classes on campus next summer. The Harvard Secondary School Program, or SSP, provides an opportunity for high school students to take Harvard courses for academic credit. There are 3 ways to attend. SSP students either live on campus, commute to campus, or take courses online. Residential students enroll in either 2 4-credit courses or 1 8-credit course. Online and commuting students can take 4 or 8 credits. Dates for the 2022 SSP are June 18th for arrival on campus to August 6th. All classes, whether online or on campus, begin on Tuesday, June 21st. If you are eligible, you may apply to the program of your choice beginning December 1st, which is right around the corner, as you well know. The most astonishing thing about the secondary school program is that it offers high school students the opportunity to choose your classes from over 200 Harvard Summer School courses. You can earn undergraduate credits, which in future years can be transferred to the college you attend. You can take classes alongside college students, possibly some graduate students and older adults, and a few other smart high school students like yourself. It's a challenge, and it's a tremendous opportunity. International students are welcome to apply, of course. We read applications from students all over the world. We ask for evidence of English language proficiency in the form of a language test score, and we also ask that your high school transcript be translated into English.
Thank you, Mr. Hollinger. Noor, a 2021 SSP student from St. Louis, had this to say about her experience. I truly enjoyed having classes in a seminar style that encouraged asking questions to learn. I formed such a deep bond with those in my class through our shared passion for the topic, as well as our shared learning journey. And now we'll hear more about our 2-week non-credit program from Dr. Newcomb.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Dr. Jacqueline Newcomb, and I created and direct the Harvard Pre-College Program, Harvard Summer School's 2-week non-credit program. The pre-college program is an excellent opportunity for students who want an intensive Harvard program but are unable to commit for the entire summer. Our session dates for 2022 are June 26th to July 8th, July 10th to the 22nd, and session 3 is July 24th to August 5th. The pre-college program is for highly motivated students who are graduating from high school and attending college in 2023 or 2024, and they want to dedicate themselves fully to their academic interests for 2 weeks. This residential program requires your full attention for your coursework and for all co-curricular activities.
Thank you, Dr. Newcomb. Hannah from New Orleans shared this about her pre-college program experience last year. I enjoyed my professor's general love for what he was teaching. This helped me also want to engage and understand the topics presented. I'm going to hand it back to Dr. Newcomb and Mr. Hollinger to provide a side-by-side recap of their 2 programs and all the kind of key information about them.
So everybody, you can check out the summer school website to compare the options offered by these 2 Harvard programs. One program may well fit in with your summer plans. Here are the nuts and bolts of the secondary school program. It's a 7-week session. You can attend and live on campus or take courses online or commute to campus if you wish. The SSP is open to current high school sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and you must be 16 years of age or older by June 18th, 2022. You will take courses for Harvard College credit, and we offer many social and college readiness activities. Online and commuting students take either 1 or 2 4-credit courses, while residential students all enroll in 8 credits. The amount of homework varies according to the course, and then the courses you're taking and the number of courses, one course or two. And the cost is $3,500 for one course, all the way up to $13,200, depending on which format you use. But the most expensive way to attend a course is living on campus, the cost of which includes either 1 or 2 8 credits, and if you live on campus, room and board fees are added.
Thank you. For the pre-college program, we want to make sure that you understand the differences between the secondary school and the pre-college program. So since you may only apply to one of our programs. So let's consider which might fit your needs best. The pre-college program offers 3 sessions that are 2 weeks long, and they require all students to live on campus in a Harvard house. Students focus on one non-credit course. The pre-college program fosters learning and independence in a college environment, both inside the classroom and through our Passport program, co-curricular activities. Applications are open to current high school sophomores and juniors who will be 16 years old by June 18th, 2022. And the price for the 2-week pre-college non-credit program is $4,950, and that does include room and board as well as your one course.
Thank you, Dr. Newcomb and Mr. Hollinger, for sharing details about your programs. Ms. Corbett will now lead our first round of Q&A.
Thank you. So the first question I have is, where can applicants find each program's calendar? I'm going to ask Mr. Hollinger to answer that.
Thank you, Ms. Corbett. Anyone can find our calendars on each program's website. Emma will paste the links in the chat.
Thank you. So our second question, Dr. Newcomb, can you specify the age requirement for each program again?
Certainly, I see a lot of questions coming in through the chat for this. We recently changed this requirement due to COVID testing and protocols required for the state of Massachusetts as well as Harvard University. So our website was just recently updated with this new information. But both SSP and pre-college programs require students to be 16 years old by June 18th, 2022, and not turn 19 before July 31st, 2022. Again, this is a recent change, and unfortunately, we are unable to make any exceptions to this policy.
Thank you very much. Our last question for this section is, housing guaranteed for students who are admitted into or select the residential program option, Mr. Hollinger?
Thanks, Ms. Corbett. Yes, absolutely. And pre-college program students do not have to apply for housing because the pre-college program is fully residential. Just before arrival, students are notified of their housing assignment. So if you apply to the SSP as a residential student and are admitted, you will get housing. Pre-college program is all residential.
Ms. Corbett, I just want to mention we're getting lots of questions in the chat. The age requirements are for no matter which way you attend, whether you're online or in person. So I just wanted to clarify that because that's so new.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for that. We're going to move on to courses and advising. But first, a trivia question. So true or false? The summer school was the first school at Harvard where women had full access to Harvard faculty, libraries, and collections as students. And you can answer in the poll that should have just popped up on your screen. Okay, I'll give everybody like 3 more seconds and then we'll see the results, see who knows their Harvard trivia or who is a really great educated guesser. It is indeed true. Nicely done, everybody. 87%, that's pretty good. All right, Mr. Hollinger, will you please tell us a little bit about courses and advising for SSP?
Sure. Secondary school programs enroll in Harvard summer school courses taught by the same professors who teach at Harvard College during the regular fall and spring terms. as well as by faculty from colleges and universities all over the world. These courses are taken for college credit, and they're open to college students, older adults, and SSP students. When it's time to register for classes, you'll have a huge range of courses to choose from, over 200. We are here to advise you during that process. We know the courses well, and we're happy to talk with you about your interests and help you enroll in classes you'll enjoy and be successful in. There's flexibility built into choosing courses. You can change courses anytime during the spring, all the way into the summer term. When classes begin on June 21st, there remains a drop add period of a few days when you may consider other classes and decide whether you would prefer a different course. Our staff, including the SSP deans, can help you make this decision. In addition, the Summer School Academic Tutor Program is here to support SSP students and help you succeed academically. And now, Dr. Newcomb, I think you're on.
Thank you. So since the pre-college program is only 2 weeks, we want to ensure you get a true taste of Harvard. So all of our instructors are Harvard-affiliated faculty, staff, postdocs, or advanced doctoral students who have experience teaching Harvard undergraduates within the college. I just finished selecting our courses, and the 2022 course catalog will be available for review in late January. There are approximately 30 courses offered for each 2-week session, ranging from astrophysics, biology, and math to neuroscience, writing, speech, economics, law, and philosophy. Many of our popular courses offered in 2021 will be offered again. And some new courses for 2022 include International Relations, Global Governance, and the United Nations, Mathematical Elements of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, Stories That Should Never Be Told, Banned Books in American History, and Care in Critical Times. Our courses fill up very quickly, so I recommend that you have several in mind and apply as early as possible so you can register as soon as courses are open. Although you may only participate in one course per session, some pre-college students attend 2 or even 3 separate sessions so that they may take more than one course. Pre-college class size is limited, with most around 15, in order to foster an environment of collaboration where the instructor and the students develop a strong relationship. All pre-college students receive a written evaluation from their instructor, which is a great supplement to your college applications. You can also request an official transcript with your non-credit grade from Harvard. Overall, the most important part of the pre-college program is offering students an opportunity to learn for learning's sake without worrying about your letter grade.
Thank you, Dr. Newcomb. Leah from Quito, Ecuador said this about her classes last year. The thing I enjoyed the most about my classes was to learn alongside motivated, interesting, and open-minded peers. Now, Ms. Corbett is going to lead us in another round of Q&A on this section.
Thank you. My first question that we have here is for both Mr. Hollinger and Dr. Newcomb. Can you both answer whether or not there are asynchronous course offerings in the programs?
Thank you, Ms. Corbett. Sure. SSP students will have asynchronous courses to choose from.
And in the 2-week pre-college program, we're planning everything to be held on campus, so students will be required to attend each class in person synchronously.
Awesome, thank you. Our next question, what can students expect in terms of their class schedule for each different program? Mr. Hollinger, I'll have you go first.
Thank you. It's a good question. Your class schedule will depend on your choice of courses. 4 credit courses meet twice a week for 3 hours on a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday schedule. You have plenty of time outside of class to study and prepare and to engage in the extracurricular activities of your choice. In other words, you manage your own schedule just as college students do.
And in the pre-college program, students will have class Monday through Friday for 3 hours, starting at either 8:30 a.m., noon, or 3:15 p.m. They will cover nearly a semester of college level coursework alongside other high school students in that 2-week period. There's a fair amount of work required for the courses, typically an additional 2 to 4 hours daily. Students will also be required to attend co-curricular activities that they will select, and Ms. Gordon will talk a little bit more about that soon.
Great,
All
thank
right.
you both.
So let's move on. Thank you, everybody, for doing that Q&A. Now we're going to learn more about Harvard Summer School beyond the academics and talk a little bit about community buildings, starting with SSP.
Thanks very much. Harvard Summer School and the SSP offer dozens of activities outside of the classrooms, workshops, panels, talks, many other events. These are extracurriculars. They focus on 3 specific areas: strengthening your academic skills, selecting and applying to colleges that will suit you, and meeting other students and having fun. First, the activities geared to sharpen academic skills will help you succeed academically in your courses at Harvard, in your high school next fall, and later on when you attend college. There are workshops on taking better notes in class, on speaking up in class, and on reading faster and remembering more, and many others. Tutors are available to help you succeed in summer school classes, and the Writing Center will help with the papers you write for class. Second, information on many colleges and universities can be gained from discussions with representatives from colleges across the United States. You can join panel discussions with admissions officers from universities like Brown, Princeton, the University of Chicago, Dartmouth, and many others. Talks are given by officers from the Harvard College Admissions Office who answer questions from students. Also, sessions called College Admissions Q&A and One-on-One College Counseling offer advice on finding just the right college for you. And at a panel of Harvard College students, you'll hear their personal stories of applying to college within the past couple of years. Third, we feature many community building and inclusion and belonging events. Here you will have the opportunity to meet and talk with other students from all over the world. You'll attend events that inform you and connect you with people, ideas, and communities from across the globe. I'll hand it over to Ms. Gordon now to tell you more about events in the pre-college program.
Hello, everybody. The Pre-College Passport Guide to Life Outside of the Classroom is an integral part of the program. You use a physical passport to keep track of the 2 required events chosen in 4 different categories: academic exploration, college readiness, social events, and trips and activities. With the pre-college co-curricular offerings, you have the freedom to choose the events you would like to attend during the program, but also the responsibility to challenge yourself by learning new skills and engaging with new ideas. Specifically, academic exploration offers lectures and discussions with Harvard scholars to give you a taste of the questions that drive various academic disciplines. Some examples of these are anatomy of a clinical study, how researchers learn about the world, colliders to cosmos, physics of the very small and the very large, and criminal moneymakers, the economics of organized crime. College Readiness offers workshops to help you develop and practice critical academic skills to support transition and success in college. Events include ethical decision-making, using sources and avoiding plagiarism, know thyself, embracing your emotional needs and becoming more resilient, and more. Trips and recreation are outings on and off campus to give you an opportunity to explore all that Cambridge, Boston, and Southern New England have to offer. We also offer many social activities, including events hosted by the Harvard Summer School Student Activities Office, such as Harvard Trivia, movie nights, signature speakers series, museum tours, etc. We also have residential activities, which are events hosted on campus and in residential spaces by our proctors to create a sense of belonging for you and other participants in the program. As Mr. Hollinger mentioned, we also offer the virtual admission sessions, online in-person presentations, and some by Harvard staff and others in cooperation with a number of selective universities. In 2022, Harvard Summer School plans to provide a residential environment that enables student learning at the highest levels while ensuring a secure and supportive environment for all students to learn and thrive intellectually, socially, and personally. In responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, Harvard Summer School has been and will continue to be guided by evidence-based public health practices and has adopted various practices and expectations to promote the collective well-being of our community. Note that COVID practices and expectations may be updated and revised between now and summer term to reflect guidance from the city, state, and federal governments. We will communicate our plans and any requirements with you as they are decided.
Thank you, Ms. Gordon. Alexandra, a pre-college student from Ottawa, Canada, shared this about an activity she took part in this past summer. I was fortunate to participate in the A Person, Not a Symbol, Embracing Identities and Dismantling Tokenism, and work alongside other students to explore the ways in which we as young leaders can commit to the core principle of this topic. I really enjoyed the theme of this activity overall as we discussed ideas of justice and equality and how this can be fostered in the current landscape of society. Now we're going to have another round of Q&A led by Ms. Corbett about beyond academics and community building. Ms. Corbett, will you take us away?
Thank you. Yes, so this first question that I have is for both programs. Are any of the events outside of the classroom required?
For the pre-college program, events outside of the classroom are required, yes.
And for the secondary school program, no activities are required for SSP students.
Thank you. Our second question is, what type of support is available to students outside of the classroom? Mr. Hollinger, I'll have you take this one.
Okay, good question. Quite a lot, actually. Among the many support services, I'll mention just two. There are tutors available for nearly all summer school courses. That's number one, the academic tutor program. And secondly, summer school coaches function like high school counselors. They are available for one-on-one advice and coaching on academics as well as on life skills.
Thank you. And our last question, are there any additional costs to participate in any of the extracurricular activities?
Thanks for the question. There is no extra cost for activities and events on campus and online. That applies to both the SSP and the pre-college program. However, some trips taken by residential SSP students do include a modest fee for transportation.
Great, thanks everyone. We're going to move on now to our final section, preparing for the application. But first, another trivia question. Which famous basketball player took intensive elementary Arabic at the Harvard Summer School? Any sports fans out there might know, might have a good guess. If you don't know anything about sports, me included, I feel like, you know what, a random question or a random choice, you know, sometimes you might get it right. So let's see. All right. The answer is indeed B, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nicely done, 54%. I'm going to assume people didn't Google that and just know. So, all right, moving on. Dr. Newcomb, will you please share the important dates and reminders about the application?
Certainly. We hope that what we've shared about our programs interests you enough to want to study with us in 2022. In order to attend Harvard, you need to apply first. Both the secondary school and the pre-college program are looking for mature, academically motivated applicants who are interested in engaging in challenging college-level courses. Be sure to check out the age and grade eligibility requirements on our website. We expect our students to have strong academic records and a passion for learning. Whether you have many interests or are focused on just one subject area, we want to read about this in your short essays. The key dates include December 1st, when the application opens, and the early application deadline of January 26th at noon Eastern Time. If you are a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or have DACA status, you may apply for need-based financial aid scholarships during the early or regular application period. Eligible applicants will find the financial aid application embedded in the program application. Unfortunately, we do not offer financial aid or have financial aid options for international students. If you complete your application by the early deadline of January 26th, you'll receive your admissions decision by February 22nd, so you can register for your favorite courses on the day that course registration opens. The regular application deadline is March 2nd at noon Eastern Time, and although we accept applications through early May, many of our most popular courses are full long before that time, so don't delay. If you're not already receiving emails from us, I recommend going online and filling out the request for information to get reminders about these deadlines and other information about our programs. A complete application includes contact information, several short essays, a report from your counselor or school head, and your grade report or transcripts from 9th grade all the way to your current semester. Students whose non-native language is something other than English. I'm sorry, if your non-native language is not English, then you are required to document and demonstrate English proficiency in the form of a language test score. So we accept the TOEFL IBT or the IELTS academic. And we also ask that your high school transcript be translated into English. All instruction here at the Harvard Summer School and all application materials are written in English, so a high level of English language proficiency is a must. From within the online application, you submit contact info for your guidance counselor or school head, and we send them an email requesting that they complete and submit a council report for you. We will also ask you to submit contact information for your parent or legal guardian so that they can fill out our rules and media release form. Please note that the non-refundable application fee is $75. Our goal is to admit applicants who will thrive in our programs. When completing your short essays, please be thorough. Although we ask you to write only a couple of paragraphs, we really want to get to know you and determine if our programs are right for you. So be sure to proofread your essays before submitting them. Using a phone or mobile device for applications is not recommended. Consider this application a practice run for the ones you'll complete when you're applying to college. After you upload all materials and submit your application, log back into our application portal a few days later just to check your status. This step will enable you to see if the materials you and your counselor submitted were received properly and met the criteria. For example, we require current semester grades, and these are often missing from transcripts. So some students may need to submit their most recent grade report or progress report. Check your email for important messages and log into the portal often to check your status.
Thank you, Dr. Newcomb. Our final round of Q&A about preparing the application is going to be kicked off. If Ms. Corbett could take us away.
Thank you. So our first question here, I will ask Dr. Newcomb, who can fill out my counselor report form?
So we recommend that you ask your high school college counselor or guidance counselor, school or a grade head. The goal is really to see how you compare to others at your school and not just in a particular class. So we prefer that individual teachers do not complete the form.
Thank you. And the last question that we have here, we already answered this, but I will just have Mr. Hollinger repeat it since I keep seeing it mentioned in the chat. Is there financial aid available, and is it available for international students?
Thanks, Ms. Corbett, very much. I've seen the chatter too. Unfortunately, we do not have funding for financial aid for international students. However, I'm happy to say we've got quite a generous financial aid policy. The students who can apply for financial aid in the secondary school program and the pre-college program include U.S. citizens, U.S. permanent residents, and DACA qualified students. These are the categories of students who may apply for need-based financial aid in either one of our two programs.
All right, so final poll. This one should be easy I think we're going to get 100% correct. Should you apply to the Harvard program of your choice using a mobile device? And if you're looking at Mr. Hollinger, he's giving you a little bit of a clue. And the answer is no. A couple people were napping. That's okay. You now know, reminder, don't use a mobile device. It won't potentially work properly. So use a desktop or laptop computer.
This is, if I may say, this is a very smart audience, Ms. Delaney. I think they've gotten every poll question right.
Yes, I'll have to pick harder trivia questions next year. Really test everybody. All right, so before we end, Dr. Newcomb has some information about upcoming virtual fairs that are available to attend.
Yes, thank you. The Association for Pre-College Program Directors is offering 3 summer opportunities virtual fairs. The first one is actually this Saturday, and there's one scheduled for January 22nd and another on February 26th. During this online event, you'll be able to chat with Harvard Summer School staff, as well as learn about pre-college programs at other colleges and universities. Once you sign up, you'll have access to the FAIR platform for 6 months, so you can find information about each school's program in one place. If you're interested in attending, please visit www.precollegeassociation.org/fairs to sign up. It is a free fair, and myself, Mr. Hollinger, Ms. Corbett, and Ms. Gordon will all be available on Saturday, being able to text chat or video chat with you. So please sign up.
All right, well, thank you to our panelists for providing all that really great information. Thank you everybody for spending time with us, which I'm sure everybody's very busy, so we very much appreciate it. Our contact information, our email address, and our website is on this slide. Reminder that we recorded this and we'll send it out to everyone registered. So if you have further questions, please go to our website. We have information about financial aid, deadlines, program dates, application and admissions criteria. All of that stuff is on our website. And if you're not seeing what you're looking for, please send us an email, give us a call, and reach out, and our amazing enrollment services team will help answer your question and get you the information that you need. Watch your email in the next couple of days for the recording, and please mark your calendars with the deadlines shared. Deadlines are very important, so want to make sure that you don't miss anything, because we would really love to see everybody here in the summer, and we hope to see your application soon. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.